Alright, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and I've actually already done a loop from 1 hour of Torkoal, but I wanted this to be sort of a checkup on a money-making method. I always recommend people to check out the money-making videos and guides that I've made like 3 months ago or so, and usually they're, as good or even better, or usually like maybe, around the same quality of a money-making method as they were when I made the video. So I'm super excited to check out Torkoals, see how they're doing. The reason being, the inspiration behind this was I checked the GTL, and the cheapest Torkoal I saw with Drought, it might have changed. This was last night, so let's be honest with ourselves. But the cheapest one was 10k at the time. Here's one for 5k, so 5k per Drought Torkoal. But even so, base price on a Torkoal being 5k. What if I bought those two Torkoals for 5k with Drought? What would the next cheapest one be? Around 8k. So yeah, we can kind of buy out the stock if we want to and raise the price and see where it goes from there. But it got crazy. I was seeing them minimum for 10k for a Drought Torkoal, which people will pay to be able to get their gym rerun teams started. But it's craziness. But I'm excited to see how much Pokeyen we do make. Last time we made around 300k Pokeyen, which was pretty insane. I think it was, to this date, maybe the most Pokeyen we've made in a loop from 1 hour episode. But let's go ahead and get started. You are going to need two things for this: a nice catching Pokemon, a certain type of bike. I believe it's the Acro bike, but let's go ahead and double check. It's the one that can jump. You're going to need that bicycle for this. Yeah, the Acro bike. You're also going to need a high level damp Pokemon, because you do encounter a lot of Geodude and Graveler here, which do have the chance to self-destruct, which will obviously kill themselves if they're shiny. So make sure to bring a damp Pokemon to never let a shiny blow itself up on you. But alright, with those two main Pokemon that you need, starting here in Lava Ridge Town, I'm going to go ahead and head up here. We should head up to this spot, and here's where you want to hold your B button and start using your bike to jump up to this location. I'm farming them out, I believe it's called the Magma Hideout. We'll go ahead and check though once we're finally up here. Right here, this little part, this little hitch in the cave, or this little cave entrance, I guess. You do need to have reached a certain part in the storyline to be able to unlock this. It's kind of farish in, I believe, to actually finally unlock this little entrance. But essentially, I'm just going to run back and forth right here in this patch. And the best thing about farming Torkoal is that you just run away from pretty much everything. And also, it's important that you run away from half the Torkoals as well, because if you don't see the ability Drought pop up on the Torkoal encounter, you simply just don't have to catch it. So you can tell when it's Drought or White Smoke, and just run away from all the White Smoke Torkoals. So should be pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and find my first Torkoal and start my first hour. I'll see you guys after the hour is over, and we'll check out the profits. Alright, I've officially finished my 1 hour of Torkoal. Let's go ahead and check the PC to see how many I ended up with. Ignore this bottom couple rows. Looks like I ended up with, 14 Torkoals, all with Drought. None of these are White Smoke. So that's minimum, I think it should be minimum 140k profit if I can sell them for 10k a piece, which I think I'm going to aim to do in this video. But if some of them have decent IVs and everything, I might be able to sell them for more, but it kind of depends on the IV placement. Most of the time, people are honestly just buying Torkoals for the Drought ability to be able to set up those Jimmy Run teams, which, if you don't know, that's what draws the demand for Torkoal. Low-level Torkoals are needed for Jimmy Run teams, which is the best money-making method in the game, so that's why they're worth so much. Alright, we did end up with 2 1x31 Torkoals, which is slightly under rate, but not really, since we only caught 14 Torkoals. I do believe in that first video that I made, I'm pretty sure I caught every Torkoal, not just the Drought Torkoal, so I'll have to double check on that, but maybe catching all Torkoal actually makes more money and is more worth than just the Drought Torkoal. That'd be pretty interesting to figure out. But I am pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get these Torkoals to sell for 10k a piece. I'm probably going to buy up the market like I mentioned, and then just relist everything to have a monopoly on that 10k price point. So I'm going to pick up that Windows calculator and start this price check off at 120k Pokeyen. Alright, 120k on the calculator. I'll make sure to deduct for listing fees and Pokeballs and such at the end. It shouldn't be too much, probably around 20k for everything, but let's continue on. Now, the only thing we have left to do is to price check these 2 special Torkoals. This one especially, or some of them, they might not even be over 10k. I might just sell them for base price. Actually, I was kind of wrong. I'm surprised people are buying Torkoals with 31 speed. These have only been listed for less than 24 hours, and they're all 15k or lower a piece. That's really shocking. That's really surprising to me. I'm probably going to value this one at around 12k to just undercut that one slightly. But that's Pretty shocking to me. I guess Torkoals are in really high demand for PVM and both PvP. Obviously, it being the only Drought Sun setter in PvP is a really, really big deal. So I guess people do really need Torkoals that bad, but really? 31 speed? It's like such an irrelevant stat on him. But maybe it's important in Torkoal v Torkoal matchups. I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. All right, but 12K for that one Torkoal. On to the last Torkoal, and this one is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. This will be an interesting one to price check. This thing is bold, which is a great nature for it, as well as 25 plus HP, 27 plus HP defense, and 30 plus defense, and 20 plus speed. This Torkoal is really, really good, and it's female. This is actually gonna be a really nice price Torkoal. This is such a difficult price check, as you can see. The only comparison I have is this one for 320k, which is obviously just not even close to being comparable to mine. This might have to go off of a guesstimate. I'm going to try to lower these to 20 first to see if we can see anything more accurate. This one's interesting, but this one's probably underpriced. I might try to snipe that up and relist it, but we'll see. Like this is 20 plus. These are so much worse than mine. Any of them have nature. Impish is not good. It's gonna be really tough to price check. This one's bold. Now this one is actually kind of comparable, interestingly enough, and that one was what, 87k. The last time I had a Torkoal like this, I ended up selling it for 80k in the first video, so I think I'm gonna go with that. But it seems insane. Torkoals just have such a high demand and such a low fulfillment of people bringing them in. Like, there's just not enough supply. It's high demand, low supply for Torkoal. It's a pretty, like, out of your way Pokemon to farm, so I get it, but I don't know, it's always kind of surprising. But I am gonna list this thing for 80k. Maybe I'm an idiot, but the last one did sell on the last Torkoal video. That one, it took a while, but that one did end up selling for 80k, which is just pretty insane. But that leaves us with 212k Pokeyen revenue brought in, and you could definitely make more probably. Maybe I should do a test of farming Torkoals with hordes. Also, maybe doing a test of farming Torkoal with lures or something would be really interesting now that lures are in the game. There's so many cool ways to test loot from 1 hours that I've done in the past that were really good, and try to even make them more efficient or make them make more money. So that's really exciting. Hopefully you guys like this kind of content. I'm going to go ahead and take off the fees and everything. So let's do minus 15k for the listing fees. And then it's only going to be minus 3k. It's actually 2800, so it's less than this for the Pokeballs, but minus 3k for the Pokeballs, leaving us with around 194k total profit. So around 200k or so revenue profit, kind of both around that stream. Pretty nuts. Torkoal still seems extremely good, which is always awesome. Go catch some Torkoal. If you see the market adjust, maybe stop catching Torkoal. If you see it adjust later on, and then, after 3 months after this video is out, check it again. Maybe Torkoals are expensive again. Make sure to go check it out. It's always important to check different money making methods depending on the economic situation of this beautiful Pokemon game. Now that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. It does help me out a ton. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO uploads. I also stream Monday through Thursday here on YouTube and on Twitch at 12 p.m. EST, which has been a lot of fun. Great way to interact with you guys, answer questions, and just hang out and have a good time. But that's pretty much it for me. Discord link is down below, YouTube spiel, yada yada. Have a great day. I will see you guys later. Peace. Yo, if you're watching this, that means you watched the entire video. So first things first, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And if your name is on this list, that means you go above and beyond and support the channel and allow me to do what I do every single day. Thank you so much and have a great day.